Hello there, Tomaree High School community, students and staff. It's Mr. Colley here. I just want to outline a new challenge for this week as we balance our learning from home and trying to master a new skill or activity. And that new skill or activity this week is trying to improve or master juggling with 3 balls. So I'll go through that process in a minute so that we can set ourselves that challenge. It's very difficult working from home. It's very difficult learning from home, not only for our students, but our parents and carers. And this challenge is just set out around breaking up our learning for our subject areas and going out in the garage or the front or backyard and just spending 15-20 minutes a day trying to master a new skill. Juggling is a really tricky and sometimes difficult skill to master, but once you get that hand-eye coordination happening, it's something that is something quite progressive that you can continue to improve over a long period of time. Juggling takes a lot of patience. It takes persistence. It takes resilience because you are going to make lots of mistakes. You're going to drop the ball a lot, so it's really important to grab a tennis ball or a softball and don't be afraid of making a mistake. Pick the ball back up, try again and try and master that hand-eye coordination around what it takes. So the best way to start a 3-ball juggle is to start with 1 ball, okay? So what we want with that 1 ball is we just want a nice arc, about eye height, just above eye height, okay? And we want our palms facing to the sky, okay? And try and get the feel of that ball in our, not so much our fingertips, but just in this part of the hand here, okay? And a nice even throw. Once we master that, we then want to try 2 balls. And it's simply, we want to try and throw it into a space that the first ball's not in. So once we throw 1 ball to its peak, we want to throw that second ball to roughly the same height. So it's up and then under. And we want to catch it in the opposite hand. Up, under, up, under, up, under. So you see my hands going in that motion the whole time. Up, under. So we just want to practice that. And that might take a minute or 2. Up, and under. Another good way to try, and it's called the waterfall, is just simply juggling in 1 hand, okay? And get the feel of having 2 balls in your hand, because eventually when we go to 3, you need to have, that's how we're going to start. So 3 balls, so that's how we want to progress. 1 ball to 2 balls, try the waterfall in 1 hand, and then when we get 3 balls, there's always 1 ball in the air, okay? And when that ball reaches its peak, we alternate our hands as we throw the next ball into the space. That's where our up and under comes in handy, okay? So if we start, I'll just show you up, under, okay? And then I'm going to throw into the space. So the space is actually in the middle. If the ball's here, I'm throwing into this space, if that makes sense, okay? So up, as soon as it reaches its point, okay, we want to throw the next one. If we drop it, we go back to 2, up, under. When that second ball reaches its peak, I'm then throwing again with my right hand. I'd throw it there. I'd throw it there. So when it reaches its peak, up, under. All right. When that ball reaches its peak, we throw our third in. So it's really important as we practice, we get a nice stable stance. All right. Okay. You can throw, see I'm throwing on the inside. You can also throw on the outside. Okay. You can do all sorts of things. You can even throw in your waterfall as you go, all right? But this takes a lot of practice and a lot of hand-eye coordination, okay? 1 ball to start, hand to hand, 2 ball progression. So this might be your first 2 days, 2 balls, and then we try and progress to 3 balls in the air, okay? So that challenge is out there for students and staff. I'll add this to your year group team or staff team, and when you feel like you've mastered it, or even improved over the week, I'd like you to share a video to that thread so we can share in everyone's success, okay? So don't be afraid to fail with this, you will, okay? But what's really important is you continue to work hard and show a little bit of resilience to master that skill over the course of the next 5 days. Good luck with it, and I hope you're all well.